Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set 70, Indy. You better bring. Hey, you. Right now, you better bring. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
It's now 3rd down.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Now. Check the call, check the call. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Defense.
Looking to throw. Airing it out for Hamilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
First carry for James Conner. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go get it.
And again this time to the tailback. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Bravo. Mike 50, Mike 50. No chance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On first down, it's Evans. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Good. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Ready.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Look at me, zipper.
On 2nd down, it's Evans. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, echo. Yep. Get it.
Sanders now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Let him know, let him know.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Exit. There's a slack. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike.
5.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Rock it. He's coming.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Hey, seam 6.
55, my guy, 55. Yeah.
Go.
You don't want none. Mike, 50.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, rock 2.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
Let's go, deep. Tighten up.
5. Ready.
Now back to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go now. 18 Gators. Check 55.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Mike, 55. Mike.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready, set.
55. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check. Fresno.
X3. 218, chopper.
They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fast.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Watch QB drop. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Hey, here we go.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Look at me. Door. Get it.
Back to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
2nd and 2. Open man here is Hamilton. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
3 down.
You're out.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, that's Allison. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
Protein spill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Smooth.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Y'all not ready.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Mike 55. Go, go. 55. Hey, we heavy on the end. Go.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Leo.
Safety's creeping.
Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 55.
Hey.
Check 55 to Mike.
Let's make these better.
2nd and 10. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for number 87. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, check 24. Hey, Zoo.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
5.
They'll set up a throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Lane. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Good stuff. Keep going.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Evans, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, Tucson. 50, 50. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Back two, the Mike. Back two. Get it.
Sanders to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 5. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Down to lose one. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll keep it on the ground. Evans, he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And finding Pruitt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the left side. It's Evans. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Evans. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Check right, check right. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
To throw is Sanders. On 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Washington. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Evans. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Okay, ready? 55. Right there in the middle. 55. What? Hey, Charlie. Mike 55. Mike 55.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Artie Burns, former 1st-rounder, there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Give me that ball. Hey, orbit. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go.
Now Sanders operating from the gun. He's got Evans. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah. Ready?
They'll try the left side. It's Evans, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Kill.
6-6, pull it high. Hey! Go!
Mike 50.
Hit it.
Here's Sanders to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Sanders. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
50-61, match box, right.
Right back to him on 1st down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Evans. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a two-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 54.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Zoo.
Check safety, check safety.
5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's the way. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Fair.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Hamilton. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back to throw. That one into the hands of Hamilton. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard
Go
line.
now. 10 logo.
54.
Look. Squeeze.
31, check 31.
Hey, Echo.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Right there, 54, right there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Seam 6.
Crunch. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 54.
Now.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Lee Griffin.
Now back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Rock it.
Slam.
Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Come on, set. 90 wolf.
Stop your whining.
Get it.
On first down, Evans. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's it, baby.
It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
I'm here all day. March 50, March 50, March 50. Hey, keep it, hey.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, going deep here for Taylor. It got his man complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
A 39-yard gain on the play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
It's a party now. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go.
Sanders now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
This magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.